There's A here. Just got through watching Wrestlemania 31 and got a few comments that I want to say about it. You can call it a review or something like that. I don't really care what you think, but after this is all done, comment down below what you think each of the winners was. What did you want the winners to be? Did you like how WrestleMania 31 was? Did you not like it? Just give us a little pointers. Anyway, I'm here with Zombie Hunter 13. Say hello.
Hello?
Okay, anyway, we'll get further ado. Now, this wasn't really the start of WrestleMania. It was more like the kickoff pre-show. Andre the Giant Battle Royal went down, and apparently the Big Show won. What's your thoughts on that one?
I gotta give it to the Big Show. The Big Show Big Show, he's the kind of figure that I want to win that match.
Yeah, and you also had to like how Mizdow finally just eliminated the Miz and said enough is enough.
That was the funny part. Because when Miz kept poking him in the chest, he kept getting angry. So when that final puck was, Miz turned his back, he threw him right out of the ring.
Anyway, that was really interesting. Okay, moving on. Later match was the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Now, I personally think that Daniel Bryan did a really good job, but towards the end there, it was him and Dolph Ziggler on the top of the ladder headbutting each other for like a minute, just to see who would actually, fall off the ladder, and who would actually get the belt. I thought personally that was just too funny. And you know what they say, don't headbutt a goat because you'll never win. What do you think?
I gotta give it to Daniel Bryan because the way Daniel Bryan did it, he went in there with a plan. And the plan he had to win the title, he came through with his plan. He won that title. He won the match. Daniel Bryan is better than Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. Also, another match, Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. We all knew that Randy Orton would kind of win that one. So that was kind of a giveaway. But, what do you think about that one?
When Randy Orton faced Seth Rollins, when he tried to curve stomp him the second time, Seth Rollins had no idea what Randy Orton was going to do. When he was trying, with the height that Seth Rollins at, Randy Orton popped his head right out and RKO'd him right on the ground.
You gotta admit, that was really funny.
It was.
I was laughing too. Now the next match after that one was actually really interesting. I loved the entrances on both competitors. Really, really awesome. When Sting came out, he had a big drum line. I really loved that. That was really cool. But I honestly have to say that I liked Triple H's Terminator entrance a lot better. It was just very sci-fi, but really cool. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Words cannot describe it. But also, during the match, then you had interferences by DX and then NWO and then Shawn Michaels and handing Triple H a sledgehammer, handing Sting a bat and all that. That was really interesting. But, that was kind of funny when Sting used his bat and broke the sledgehammer. I gotta admit, that was really funny. What do you think?
That was kind of interesting there because when Sting did his entrance and Triple H did his Terminator one, they was both good, but Triple H did it. It was overdue. He killed it.
Yeah, I understand. I just liked it because it was sci-fi and it was interesting. It was better seeing that than them just coming out like they normally do and then wrestle, oh, I won, and then go away. I mean, I really loved that they did those entrances.
I like how he did it though. Like when NWO, when DX came out, what they didn't know, when NWO came out, DX didn't know who they was going to go after. But when they came over down that ramp and attacked DX, I was laughing. Then they hand Triple H. Then Shawn Michaels handed Triple H the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Then of course Kevin Nash handed Sting the bat. Now, when it comes to the bat and sledgehammer, the bat wins. The Sting's bat broke Triple H's sledgehammer in half.
You gotta admit that was interesting.
That was funny though, because when Triple H's face was priceless.
Yeah.
It was priceless automatically.
So the other match that not a lot of people are really talking about it, but it is pretty interesting to watch. The Bella Twins versus Paige and AJ Lee, and Paige and AJ Lee won because AJ Lee gave her the Widowmaker or whatever they call it. That was an interesting match. It's not actually the best match out of it, but you know you got to give it up to the girls. They can still fight too. You know, it just goes to show just because you're a guy doesn't mean you can't, you know, you can do everything. Girls can do just as much as what guys can do. Anyway, but moving on from that one, the next actual match that I truly personally loved was the USA Championship match between John Cena and Rusev, because I'm so glad that John Cena won that one, because I really just, I don't know, I just wanted him to win and give Rusev his first loss. And John Cena's made a living of taking down undefeated streaks of people that never been defeated before and giving them their first loss. What do you think about that one?
That Rusev and John Cena match, that was a very good match. Rusev the first part of the match, Rusev came out down into it. Then when John Cena tapped into his anger and got his plan through, he took Rusev down. Because when the girl was talking to the ref, John Cena went over and acted like he was talking to the ref and her. When Rusev's right behind him, he came towards John Cena. He knocked her down off the ring, onto the floor, broke her ankle. Then John Cena gave Rusev the attitude adjustment. And he, 1, 2, 3, pinned him there. He won.
You gotta admit, that was funny. And then after that, you had the guest appearance of The Rock and Ronda Rousey, I guess. And it was really interesting because every time they talk, Triple H and Stephanie talks about we own everything, The Rock is always coming out telling them you don't. You don't own the people, you don't own this, and you know, then she yelled at him to leave her ring and all that, and then he came back with Ronda Rousey, who actually did a number on Stephanie McMahon, which was actually really funny. What do you think about that one?
That was very good. Because when The Rock did that, when he stepped out of the ring, he walked like I think 3 feet from the ring, walked all the way around. As soon as he saw Ronda, he looked right back at Triple H and Stephanie, looked back to her, did it twice. He followed her right into the ring. And when Ronda had her in that hold, she was screaming bloody murder. And especially the part when The Rock told Triple H and Stephanie McMahon they don't own the people, and they don't own The Rock.
Yeah.
And that's where Stephanie McMahon told Ronda to get out of the ring.
Yep. Anyway, the next match that was interesting, I really do love his return, was Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker, and The Undertaker winning, which actually took 2 tombstones to put Bray Wyatt down. I have to give it to The Undertaker for being as old as he is, just to come back after a really serious defeat last year, to come back to WrestleMania and fight again. It takes a lot of heart and guts to just do that after losing like that, being as old as you are and being, you know, to the point where, one big loss like that can have a drastic, you know, impact on your life. So, what do you think about that one?
Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker. I gotta give it to The Undertaker. When he came back, when Bray Wyatt called The Undertaker out to WrestleMania, The Undertaker came and showed and beat the crap out of Bray Wyatt. He walked out as winner. And I think he went for Bray Wyatt went for his moves, starting out for Undertaker. Undertaker reversed it, gave him Tombstone, and that's where he won it.
You got to admit that was very interesting.
That was actually good.
There was a few times there I thought Undertaker was basically out, and then, then he just proved me wrong. But Undertaker and Triple H sadly are my two favorite all-time wrestlers. Now John Cena actually. Yeah, and actually before John Cena, it was Triple H and Undertaker, and now John Cena's added to that list, among others. But those are my three all-time favorites. And I hate to say it, I hate to say that Sting lost that match. Triple H did win, but I really had mixed emotions on that match, to be honest, because I actually liked both competitors. Anyway, moving on. Now, this is the biggest match that everybody's talking about. Everybody's hating it, loving it, whatever. A lot of more haters than lovers. But honestly, I saw it coming. A lot of people did see it coming. I don't know why people were complaining about it, if they saw it coming. But the World Heavyweight Championship match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, which later, once they were on the ground, fully kind of beaten up, Seth Rollins came in to cash in the Money in the Bank, make it a triple threat, pinned Roman Reigns after a curb stomp for the 1-2-3 to win the belt. Now you can go off and go nuts on this one. So
okay, here's my opinion of this match. Now, when Seth Rollins came out, I knew it was going to come. The match was between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins had no business in that ring or cashing Money in the Bank on that championship. And when Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar beat the crap out of each other, that's why I knew Seth Rollins was going to come out to cash it in to get that championship. Now, when Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns gets back to themselves, Seth Rollins got some explaining to do. Because I already know Seth Rollins wanted the crap beat out of him.
But you gotta understand, a lot of wrestlers back then, they kind of did the same thing, Edge and everybody else. The only person that didn't was John Cena. John Cena actually gave CM Punk, when he was beaten up, he said, I give you 1 week to recuperate, but next week I'm cashing this in and I'm wrestling for the belt, which he lost, but he actually got the first loss in Money in the Bank history for cashing in the Money in the Bank and losing. But I really gotta hand it to John Cena, though. He's honorable and all that, but like Edge and a lot of others, Edge even coaxed Ken Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy, sorry, to do a quick match between him and Edge for his Money in the Bank briefcase, and then he won it, and then he cashed it in for a title. So he kind of did the same thing Seth Rollins did. So
I actually hand it to Seth Rollins. He did it the smart way. Because if he would have done it when Brock Lesnar was actually still up and about, he wouldn't have had it. Brock Lesnar, sorry about that.
Brock Lesnar,
Yeah, Brock Lesnar. He would actually destroy Seth Rollins.
Now, you gotta admit, though, Brock Lesnar pretty much dominated Roman Reigns throughout the whole thing, and then after he pushed him into that pole, it was like Lesnar didn't know where he was going.
Yeah, I was shocked about that, because when Roman Reigns pushed Brock Lesnar right in that pole, When he stepped back, I looked at his forehead. He was gushing blood out.
You gotta admit, though, every time he knocked him down or suplexed him, Roman Reigns was smiling. I was like, why are you smiling? You're getting crap beaten out of you. I guess I'd do the same thing, too, so.
I think there's a reason for that, though. Because I think Roman Reigns was trying to get Brock Lesnar at his point where he was getting really mad. And that's where Roman Reigns would strike.
And then maybe mess up. You gotta admit, 3 Superman punches and 2 spears, and still didn't even pin him yet. Then he speared him, and then he tried to get up, and then Seth Rollins was in at that point, and he curb stomped him and pinned him for the 3 count. And then that's how he won. Anyway, this has been WrestleMania 31 comments and reviews. If you liked what you heard here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. More videos and reviews up and coming. Please comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts are about the WrestleMania. How did you think it could have been better? What do you think you would change? Did you like the entrances? Did you not? I mean, just go nuts, really. So, this is Slayer Isaiah signing off, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, guys. Bye.